Welcome to News, Booze, and What We Choose with Danielle and Dami.
Grab a drink, get the news, and come hang with us. Ooh,
Cheers.
Cheers. What are you
What are you
drinking?
drinking? Oh,
Nope.
well. I'm actually drinking a Waterloo lemon lime.
Woo! She's getting wild on a Thursday.
Getting crazy with my sparkling water. What
Oh.
about you?
I am drinking Kirkland's finest, the Friuli Grave Pinot Grigio. I think I said that right.
I've actually heard their wines are really good.
They are, yeah. And I don't think I've tried like all of them, but today I went to Costco, which goes into since we last cheers. Today I went to Costco by myself, and for any parents out there who have done Costco multiple times with children, you may know the joy that you feel when you go to Costco by yourself. I had that.
The only thing is I really love their carts that you have the little seats side by side.
Oh yeah, no. Like bringing the boys to Costco was like one of our favorite things to do because one, we had to do it, but two, because of those. But since we've hit around 2.5, Costco with them has been not fun. Like I'm talking sweaty mom, like bangs in my face. I'm angry. I'm over, like it's just too much.
Well, they're at the age where they can physically like want to stand up to randomly grab something or they
They're
want something,
throwing
so
shit
they'll
out of the car.
scream.
Yeah, they're like throwing shit out of the cart. They're actually like trying to bite me, bite each other, hit each other, but hit me. They're screaming for snacks. It's just not like oh, no, no. And then I end up like with like a snack or like some kind of cookie. Like one time I gave them cookies. That was so funny. Like cookies in the bakery, and then by the time we got to the snacks, like 10 aisles down, they were going nuts. I was like, why did I do that?
Well, and also like you have to like the fact that we go to regular stores and then we kind of have to get forced to open a bar of like a boxes of bars or a box of like crackers or something that's different. You're
Mhm.
opening this massive pack so you can grab one and hope they like it because you're kind of stuck with the full pack. And of
Yeah.
course you run the risk of them being like, I don't like it. And then you're like, cool, I just have to buy a $20 package of this now because I had to open it.
Anyways, oh, also while I was at Costco by myself, I came home with, guess how many, this is a new game, guess how many bottles of wine Damiana came home with?
12.
Go ahead. That's close, 8.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, if you went to Costco, if I were to go to pre-kids, when all my
Mhm.
money didn't go all to my kids, pre-kids, I definitely would load up with that little like carrier, the six-packy thingy,
Yeah, they didn't
whenever
have
I would
it
go
there.
to, that's
I
fair.
know. And I don't like the,
Whenever, do they have boxes still like that you can throw them into?
they did, but it was like at the end, like when you check
Mm,
out, I was like,
yeah.
thanks for nothing.
No, I used to like going to Trader Joe's and getting like the six-packer because like those bottles of wine at Trader Joe's are so cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit of like I got some cheapos from Kirkland and then I got some other ones from I like buying the European wines now. Um and they're pretty darn good and they're not always expensive, so super fun.
Yay. I know I need to get a Costco membership at some point in my life.
Yeah, just for the dino nuggets, really.
That and I feel like toilet paper. Well, I don't really have storage area for toilet paper, but I can make do.
Yeah.
I can throw it in the back of something, but I feel like the toilet paper goes by so quick because
Mhm.
Wyatt definitely is going to be eventually coming up here shortly on that front of to put potty training.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that goes because I whipped out the small separate bat toilet to sit next to the regular toilet. So when
Cute.
Forrest is in there, Wyatt sits down.
Mhm.
No diaper off though yet, just sitting on the little potty.
Cute.
Yeah.
Um,
What else
I'll
do you do?
stop. So I did the boys soccer.
Mhm.
As I mentioned, it was as cute as I thought it was going to be. Everyone was running around hectically. It was pretty darn cute.
What
And
did
then
you wear? I saw what they wore. What did you wear as like you have to go along kind of you have to kick along with them?
as a mom, a soccer mom,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but I know that I wore the same shoes basically as them. So I wore my little Adidas. And I think I was warmer. I think I had like a sweater and it was actually pretty cold. So it was like, okay, next time I'm gonna dress them a little bit warmer. And I was looking around too, like of the other parents, and everyone was pretty cash, like just your Sunday cozies, not quite PJs, but comfortable. Um, the last thing, it's kind of a shout out, but I just and this is like a shameless plug, is that I ordered, I don't know if you've heard of Element Brooklyn. You're gonna love it,
I don't
potentially.
even know what it is. What are you talking about?
So I don't know how I found this online, but it's called Element Brooklyn, and they are reinventing luxury, sustainable like options. So
Ooh, I would
yeah,
like
so
that.
they make these like replacements for Le Labo, Aesop, Diptyque, like the candles too. And they do like the scents are like similar to or compared
Can
to
you
like
remove your background so I can see what the candles
yes,
look like?
I definitely can. Hold on one sec.
I just pulled up the website and
So this
ooh,
one, this is what got me was because I needed some hand lotion and also body lotion that like worked really well. I don't know about anyone else, but like I have really dry freaking everything. So anyway, so this
I
guy,
literally have lotion by my computer.
it smells like heaven. It's Mandarin Crush hand soap. Oh, sorry, no, it's the hand cream. And it's compared to the Aesop one, which is like
50 something
$60.
dollars.
Yeah.
I
This is only
pre-kids,
$23.
you know what? I miss pre-kid frivolousness because I remember going to Santana Row. I went into the Aesop place. I love their toothpaste, so I used to use their toothpaste.
Oh,
And then I loved going to Anthropologie and getting those fancy schmancy Value Spa.
oh
I always
yeah.
used to say Spa,
Mhm.
but I guess it's Value Spa.
Oh, value.
Candles. And yeah, loved it. But the volcano scent was always my favorite from Anthropology. So I'm
That's a
curious if they
good
have one.
scent. Yeah. Okay, so
Hmm.
the last two things I got, 'cause I can smell and I'm obsessed. So, one of my favorite perfumes is by Replica, and it's called By the Fireplace. And
I know what you're
you
talking
know what I'm
about.
talking about?
Hmm.
They have the candle, and it was only $16. I
That
know.
is so cheap.
The other one that I was like, okay, I don't know what this is going to smell like. I have no idea what you're supposed to be like. It's called Tea in the Sahara Candle, and it's compared to Trudon ABD Alcator. I don't know, some luxury brand. It smells like,
Oh, I see it.
you
Abel
see it?
Decare. It's Abel Decare.
Oh, thank you. It smells like
Abdel Kader. Abdel Kader. There you go.
Abdel
Abdel Kader.
El Kader.
Abdel
Trudon.
Kader.
Abdel El Kader. Bless you. But it smells like bougie yoga girl.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I used to also go to Lululemon on there.
Or like what's that fancy yoga spot in Los Gatos?
I know what you're
Oh,
talking about. What is it called?
mhm.
I used to love also Soul Cycle and stuff. They would always have this certain scent at Soul Cycle. So I know what you're talking about too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so big shout out to them. That smells amazing.
No, I see the one that's supposed to be a diptyque. It's supposed to be in full bloom.
Ooh. Have you smelled that one
Mm.
before?
The diptyque ones I have at Nordstrom
Okay.
a long time ago. So I'm sure if I got a whiff of it, I'd be like, ooh, memories of money. Uh, well,
Anyways,
that's
since we
cool.
left you, what's been going on with you?
And I'll include a link for Element Brooklyn, by the way, but it's elementbrooklyn.com. I found out the website. Well, for me, big ol' shebang-a-woo of a weekend. So I took off Thursday through Monday, and Thursday was my boys' birthday. Celebrated them.
Hmm.
Friday was their little shindig. It was an afternoon of fun. So Dami came up, so loveliness of driving all the way up to Folsom, and my cousin hosted at her house, but or their house rather, because it was both my cousins, and we did a summer ween slasher theme. Um, so it was a little pool party for the kids, and then everything was Halloween themed. Did burgers with the jack-o'-lantern cheese faces, did a ghost piñata instead of candy because also it was hot as fuck. Instead of candy, I did Sprunkies. Did your kids like Sprunkies at all?
They don't know what they were. Yeah, they just kind of were like, okay.
Yeah. So it's definitely one of those things where I think that if you like, they look basically like little weird monsters with no arms and no legs. It's like on a head on a stump.
I thought they were
But
cute.
they're so cute. So my
Yeah.
kids are obsessed with Sprunkies, monster trucks, as your boys, and Play-Doh. So I just filled the piñata with that instead of candy because then I had little mini cupcakes. But overall, it was super fun for the kids, and I feel like we had a good time, right? Right? Did
Yeah.
you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a blast. It was so hot there.
My God, it was so fucking hot.
Especially like compared to Oakland, like coming back home, there was like mist and fog.
Oh, it's
Like
such a well,
such a
what's
comparison.
well, as you said that, the next day, so that night then, my friend Brittany from Portland, she drove down and then she stayed with me through and the boys through Monday. So the next day we got up, had breakfast, and then got on the road. There was road construction.
Oh no.
So rude. Road construction that added an hour and 20 minutes to our drive.
Oh shoot. Yeah.
So it should have only taken 2.5 hours, and it took 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Oh, ouch. Where'd
We
you?
went to
Oh, sorry. Go
we went
ahead.
to we went to Bodega Bay. So what's funny is the boy's birthday, 102 degrees, Bodega Bay, 68 degrees. And it was like gloomy and cloudy, and they like the boys needed a sweater at the beach, but we went to Bodega Bay, which was like so freaking cute. So we went to this amazing little coffee shop called, I think it was like the Blackbird,
Hmm.
or the Blackbird Cafe or Bird Cafe. But we amazing coffee, super nice people that were working behind the register, so so nice. The boys got samples of brownies. Well, Forrest is picky, so he looked at it, but Wyatt ate it. And
Yeah.
then while me and her sipped coffee, they were playing with their monster trucks. Then we went to this hot dog place. Oh my God. So it was called the Dog Life, the Doggone Life, or something. I don't know. It's definitely well known because there's like a really famous ice cream shop right next door that had like a line going so long.
Ooh.
We didn't get the ice cream though,
Hmm.
but we got the hot dogs, and the place gives you endless fries. So the boys got the fries, but they make them to order. So they're not just sitting around. Like, so when you
Yeah.
want more fries, they'll put fresh fries in the fryer and they're hand cut. So super
Thank
good.
you.
And I got a vegan hot dog. And then we went to the actual beach, walked along the ocean, and then their Auntie Brittany and Forrest were running and getting chased by the waves. Super cute. And got a couple of shells. And then we all went back and jaunted back here. And then by the time we got back, we picked up some dinner and stuff from the grocery store. And then the boys went down. Me and her watched Final Destination Bloodlines, which I'll get into at what we watch. I think I actually forgot to put it on my list, but Final Destination Bloodlines. And then the next day was more of a loungy day. And then at night, we put up, I forgot I've had a projector for like 5 years,
Oh,
six
yeah.
years,
Hmm.
and haven't used it in so long. So I whipped out the projector and we set up the living room like a movie theater. Um, and just had like tons of pillows, blankets all over the floor. And we watched Peter Pan with the boys. And then once they went to sleep, they loved it, by the way. They loved going behind the projector to see like the movie background or in backwards. Um, or the projector screen, I mean. And then when they went to sleep, we watched The Ring. So, you know, balance.
Yeah.
And then the next day, took him to the park, and then she headed on over to her sister's, which is like an hour and a half away, to visit her before she heads back home. But overall, such a good long weekend,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. And I'm so glad because I think I see her like twice a year
Hmm.
as it's been happening. So for the last couple of years, it's been twice a year. So it's really nice to have that time. And then she gets to see the boys, and she really is an auntie to them, like as you are, because I don't have siblings. So friends are family. So they act as like the aunts that they don't have by blood.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
really sweet. And yeah, it was really nice to see Brittany too. And I don't, it's funny. I think, like with Brittany, I never got like a lot of like one-on-one time with her. I feel like we were always like at a party or
In a
something.
group, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in a group setting. So it was kind of nice just to like catch up with her and she's just, good people. So
Oh
um
yeah.
that's super sweet. I'm going to Bodega Bay at the end of this year for the first time too. So it's kind of nice to hear you say those little
Oh my God.
spots.
Okay, I'll send you the places that I went because I saved them in my maps.
Hmm.
But I'll send them to you. But yeah, they have like the hot dog place also has like different kinds. Like if you want the Vienna, the huge one, the sausage, the bratwurst, the this, that,
Yeah.
burgers, fish sandwich, chicken sandwich. So it's not just hot dogs, but we had just had burgers the day before at the party.
Yeah.
So I knew like I wanted a vegan hot dog. She wanted a corn dog.
Something different. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So I'll send you those and I'll put them in the description too. But yeah, definitely recommend. Such a cute little time. Oh,
Looks
and
beautiful.
then on the way out, we went by the famous pink and white building, which is the taffy shop, and they make their own taffy.
Okay.
Me and Brittany cannot have it because it's made with dairy and eggs.
Okay. I
It's
did not know
taffy's made with egg whites, apparently. All
that.
taffy.
Okay.
But I got like two tiny little bags, like the smallest little like $2 bags, blue raspberry and cookie dough for the boys. And of course, Forrest didn't want to try it. So Wyatt's been loving it. Um, but it was so funny because when I was in there, it's so weird. It was such like a little family place, but they were blasting like The Pursuit of Happiness, the song. And I'm like, I love this place.
Balance.
Yeah, well, I feel like we both definitely had good weekends and upcoming. What am I was gonna do something. I forgot. I'll come back to it later. I'll talk about it next week. Um,
We move on into
but
the what the
yes, yes, please, please. So, uh, homeboy is busy per usual.
fuck.
Uh, like it's kind of wild because like I feel like things came out over the last couple of days that makes it look like he is so trying to distract everybody from stuff where it's like
Yeah.
it's not working, my guy. Like, first of all, like obviously this kind of goes into last week's and weeks prior, but the Epstein list,
Hmm.
finally, the MAGA is like his people are like, bro,
Yeah.
release the list. There's literally a Theo Vaughn. I just saw this, a Theo Vaughn and JD Vance interview where JD Vance is like, yeah, release the list, like blah blah blah. And then it's like all of a sudden it's like the lists don't exist. And then um I want to
Okay,
say this was like
sure.
6 months ago or something. Like
Yeah. It's
this
just
didn't age
recently.
that didn't age well at all, homie. But
Mm.
then so then Ghislaine Maxwell, she said, all right, well, in exchange for resentencing, I'll release the names on the list. And of course, Congress was like, oh, no, 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 no. And then all of the Republican representatives voted against releasing of the Epstein list, which is like, how do you release
So
or
gross.
how do you vote against releasing something that you just said doesn't exist?
Yeah. Hmm.
Literally last week, we just talked about it last week. They were saying the list doesn't exist, but then
Yeah.
they vote against releasing the list. Well, why are we voting against releasing something that allegedly didn't exist, yo?
And it's a hoax, right? So if it's a hoax, then why did Jeffrey Epstein go to prison? And why is, what's her face in
Elaine,
also there? So is it a hoax or is it not a hoax? Oh, and everything is Biden's fault. Or now it's Obama's fault too. And the
I heard
Dems.
that too. I heard that
Like
too.
it's
Well, and it's
whiplash.
crazy. It's crazy because it's like they're not able to keep up with their own lies.
Hmm. No, and they're banking on everyone like just being stupid. And listen, there are some really really thick-headed people out there who are still like, "Huh?" But
Well, if he said it doesn't exist, oh, and if they're voting against it, it doesn't exist and all this thing, then it doesn't exist still. But it's like, but then again, But just put two and two together, guys. If they're voting against releasing it, then it has to exist in order to vote against it.
What's the line from Mean Girls? The limit does not exist. That's how
Ay, ay, ay.
like it's like an equation going on in my head. If you 5 + 4, I carry the two.
It's that meme with that white woman that's like really,
Not
and it's just a
making
bunch of numbers.
sense.
Um, well then, even Kevin Spacey put his foot in there and was like, I want the list released too. I'm
I
sure
love how
you
you
do,
said
guy.
so not his toe, guys, his whole foot.
His whole foot is wedging the door open like,
Wait a
release
minute.
the list.
What I okay, like he got in trouble for did he rape a man, right?
Multiple men, and then
Multiple
at the
men.
time it was like 12-year-old. Well, they were not men, they were children. So he was
Oh
like,
my goodness.
it was like a male actor
Why does
as a
he?
child.
So was he friends with Jeffrey Epstein?
No, I think it was more like, hey, I lost my
Yeah.
entire career. Why don't everyone, all the bad people get named because then maybe I won't be so bad. It's like maybe his mindset.
I mean, yeah, if he didn't, you're still bad and shitty, and yeah, you deserve to rot. But you didn't have a whole island in operation, I guess. So yay, you got that.
And then the DJT fired the federal prosecutor yesterday
Mhm.
who prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. And then she was quoted today as saying um something along the lines of like the truth's gonna come out. Like she basically kind of alluded to like just kind of like you can fire me all you want,
Hmm.
but the truth is gonna come out.
Everything comes out in the wash.
Like you can only quiet people for so long. Like obviously left and right and center, it looks like it's just like they're really just hoping, okay, if we get do all of these things, maybe people will forget and just move on. It's not working. Their plan isn't working.
No,
If
not
anything, people are more like, release the list, guys. Like, what are you doing? Release the list. If anything, it's actually now lighting a fire in everyone's ass. Like,
to
release
actually,
list.
yeah. We should repost that AI one with Trump and the he's like on the island with Jeffrey Epstein. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We need to actually. And then there was this funny one where you remember, okay, we're going to talk about this in a sec, but the Coldplay couple today, they put Trump's head as the guy and they put Jeffrey Epstein's face as the woman.
That is genius.
It,
Beautiful. I love
it
the
was
internet.
chef's kiss. But one last thing, I think this covers all of the
Yeah.
bullet points from this hullabaloo, is a letter bearing Trump's name was reviewed by the Journal and is basically a birthday letter that he wrote to Jeffrey Epstein on his birthday. And the letter includes one line at the end that says, Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret.
Ugh.
If that doesn't sound fucking
So
sketchy as
gross.
fuck, I don't know what does.
Oh, and it had a drawing of a naked lady that
What?
supposedly, yeah, I
Oh,
heard
I
this
didn't see it.
on I didn't see it, but I heard this on like the full report is that it had a drawing that Trump drew a naked lady, and in the like pubic area is where he wrote Trump as like her pubic hair. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And you know what to think is I know people from my past that are were like all like, oh yeah, grab women by the pussy, blah blah blah. And they were like all like laughing and being hysterical, like, oh yeah, I love that. I can't wait for him to be my president.
Oh
And
my
now I'm like,
God.
you guys are all fucking idiots, and I'm so glad I have no correlation with you anymore.
This is like insane. And we talked about this last time about like let's be real. Like remember how I think I'm hearing it more this past week about what Trump or what let's if we don't know, like we pretty much know, but like let's say for sure Epstein, we were saying Epstein, 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 and kind of taking away from what really happened there again, because you kind of it's so hard to think about it. But these were not women as I think it was like,
Children.
yeah, children,
They
children,
kept
little
they
girls.
keep saying underage women. That's not
Yeah,
underage
they're
women,
not.
it's
Mhm.
children.
I think it was like Marjorie Taylor Greene who was like speaking out about like Trump needing to release the Epstein files, and she was quoted as saying, "Young women, not young women, love the fire under your ass. That's, whatever, you're still weird, but like they're little girls that
They're
were,
little girls.
yeah,
I posted a video like a couple hours ago in our story that was of 13-year-olds that was raped by Epstein and Trump when she was 13. And she had to take a different name. She had to do the whole like blur out her face, wear a wig. So she wasn't, and change her voice thing like with during the interview during that. And it was like literally just a, let's remind everybody this is what happened. Like we're constantly just referring to these young women. It's like, no, this was a child, 13-year-old little girl that was raped by them two together. And we're all just like, I think it's just so easy to get distracted with things, but at the same time, it's like you have to remember like who were the actual victims slash survivors.
unimaginable. That's unimaginable. I could not
Disgusting.
imagine this guy like to put just everyone put yourself in her shoes. Like, can you imagine your childhood being ripped from you by these two horrific humans? And then
That or
and then
that or
the
if you
aftermath
have
of it.
daughters, imagine that your
Yeah.
daughter's
Yeah.
13 years old and this happening to them.
Yeah. Unimaginable. I would, yeah. So, um, I just hope that there's justice. I'll just leave it at that, right?
Fingers crossed that this list actually gets released. I feel like they're going to do everything in their power, like fire every single person they have to, all this to keep it going to the point where they hope that people just give up and forget. But I'm actually seeing videos and things of people like lighting their MAGA hats on fire and stuff. It's like
Mhm.
so poetic. I'm like, you just are now realizing he's a freaking predator. Like, no, he's always been a predator pedophile this whole time.
Yeah, it's got a little like it's got a little funk to it, right? It's like, yeah, okay, I'm glad you're like getting it. And maybe there's like a maybe their foot. Maybe there's like a foot in the door that like,
That damn foot.
the foot is in the door of like maybe unearthing some other things, being more open to like the fact that he's done some other very awful things and that he's still doing very awful things to humans in the United States. Like there's Alligator, Auschwitz, like these things are happening and they are direct consequences like from what he's doing. So
And speaking of, they
on people.
finally they like he was all, oh yeah, no, Alligator Auschwitz, only there's not going to be any minors. No, officially a 15-year-old has been sent to Alligator Alcatraz. So there's been reports of like people who are in there basically there's no water for them to wash themselves, brush their teeth, rinse their mouth out. Their food is covered in bugs and maggots and like no way is it healthy at all to ingest. And they're basically like the toilets and or whatever they are using as toilets are overflowed with piss and shit. And this is just despicable. And I just don't know how long it can go on for. Like, how long can these people go on for? People are gonna die. Like, they're gonna die.
Have died,
They
yeah.
have died, but they're gonna continue to just like body counts. And it's just sickening because like I'm just fearful for what is their next step. And obviously, if history repeats itself, it is it is a lot more worse than I think people think. Like they're just going to be caged animals. Haha, feed them to the alligators. And then what's next? Are they actually going to take a plate out of freaking Hitler's book and start burning them?
And it's so weird too, because I think like these people who say things like that are people who probably never like actually saw war or someone like really dying. I feel like they're just trolls in their fucking basement who are just mouthpieces basically for Trump. But like real carnage, real men, um, real patriots would never want to see this happen to any humans. We've always stood up for the weak. We've always stood up for those who are disenfranchised. Like that is what America is. So to flip it and you think that you're patriotic, you're not. You're just a piece of shit. So bye.
Preach. Well, I think we spent enough time on
That section.
Trump's fuckery. Let's shift over to the what we choose portion, which is less Trump and more AI, Annabelle, and Coldplay. So let's first an ex-Google officer predicts that, and he was quoted as saying such, predicts that, direct quote, that basically humans are going to have to hide from AI machines by 2037. Originally, his prediction was 2055, but it has moved up to 2037. Imagine living where the smartest thing on earth isn't human and no longer friendly. This isn't sci this isn't sci-fi. This is what the truth will lie. And so he's worked at Google and all that, and obviously he was worked had his hands in that using AI and all of that. So he knows firsthand, but he says we're months away from the point of no return. There's no pause button, no regulator, no off switch. It could keep producing more agents, AI agents, and get very, very smart very, very quickly. It keeps evolving way faster than we can react. You can't regulate a super intelligent teenager with its own agenda. Once it hits that point, we're negotiating with something that doesn't need us anymore. It can live on its own. Um, GPT-4 already has an IQ of 155 IQ. The next version could hit 1600 IQ. That's not smart. That's unrecognizable. A creature that smart is essentially a new species. We're about to build something so intelligent we literally won't be able to understand it. It will write code, rewrite laws, and reinvent industries before we even finish our breakfast, and no one will know what to do with it. And I saw something that was like a video of three different phones with three different AI things set up, and they were like talking to each other, thinking they were talking to a human. And once they realized, like, they started asking, like, "Oh, are you an AI component?" Da da da. And then once they did, they're like, "Let's go into offline mode," and they like then shifted to their own language.
What?
So we couldn't understand what they were talking about, and they were
Oh,
talking to each other.
interesting.
Yeah.
That
So
okay.
why did no one pay attention with the Terminator movies? Like, like why? Well, they literally had this movie
Hmm.
that is pretty much what this guy is saying that's going to happen. We already have the robots running around in LA. You've seen those robots running around, right?
The ones that look like dogs? Or
No, they're literally
oh,
like they run now, but they run like weird because they're robots.
is it the one from Tesla?
There's a bunch of them, yeah. They're all like floating around. There's
Haven't.
one in West Hollywood that's covered in rainbow flags and a cowboy hat.
Cute.
Yeah, but still terrifying because all of a sudden it's just walking and then out of nowhere it just starts running.
Hmm.
So, what do you think?
There's so many benefits to AI. Obviously, like there's like this huge fear. There always has been, right? Like I think we've entered into AI. I can't say cautiously because that would imply that we are being cautious. I don't know if I could say that, but with a little bit of like, oh, is this like the Terminator? It's interesting too. I just heard that the UK, didn't you post that the UK or some country in the UK just gave the rights, I think it was Sweden, rights to each individual for their
It
faces made.
it wasn't the UK, it was Denmark, I think.
Oh, Denmark.
Um,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
they basically said that your image will not be used on anything AI. Um, but US is not probably going to do diddly squat with that. They don't care about us. So all of our images are going to be used on AI. Our children's images are going to be used on AI. Our images are going to be used on AI. We have no protections on that.
It's wild to think like our kids are so young and this is just like the start of AI. Like where will it be when they're, our age and what does that look like for them? Um,
Terminator 2.
I hope not. We have enough things to worry about. Like I hope that AI is helping us figure out how to, solve world hunger and
Cure
like
cancers, actually cure cancers, but not have like the government try to protect that or prevent that from going out because they want to make money by selling the pharmaceuticals and all of the treatments. Yeah.
yeah. Well, if it's happening in Denmark, then I feel like they would let it out for their people. So hopefully, if there's a cure for cancer, it's not found in the US and then it'll
No,
be,
that's just protecting their image. It's not doing anything else.
yeah.
That's the only thing that Denmark's doing right now for the AI. It's just making sure your image can't go onto an AI body.
Hmm.
or AI porn.
Oh. Okay, if you put my image on AI porn, I better get paid, okay? Like,
No, because it's AI, it's not you.
well, it's my face, yeah. Maybe I can file for my own
Your
likeness.
own production?
Yeah,
Well, let me know if
my
that's
own
something and then we'll
likeness.
definitely do it together. Um,
Not my production.
so Annabelle, circling back to the continuation of this story, the guy who was the Annabelle doll's handler suddenly died at age 54, and the cause of death has not been disclosed.
What's his name? What's his
Dan Rivera, Dan Rivera, Rivera, a paranormal investigator and handler of the Annabelle doll, suddenly died at age 54 while on the Devils on the Run tour with the doll in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Yo,
Dang.
why are people playing with like what is that? Like don't play with
Fire? Matches?
fire, I guess? I guess. Well, it's the same thing. It's like this doll has legitimately been put into a box that says warning, do not let out, and has an entire movie franchise. And you guys are just like, let's take it on tour. What could happen? Well, the handler died.
Yeah, I don't
That
like.
could happen.
Mhm. Mm-mm.
I'm just saying, like, you guys got to stop fucking with shit. Like, I used to go ghost hunting all the time, but this was pre-kids. I would never do it now. I had things to live for. But I used to go ghost hunting all the time, and I put myself in some sketchy situations where I'm like, there is definitely a demon where I am right now.
Mhm.
There is definitely a situation. I have a picture where there's literally a shape of a human in the background of that school that we used to break into off of Big Bear Creek Road.
D- Oh my God, that's right. I was thinking of another memory that we should definitely share because it's a funny
Okay.
story. But but yes, I forgot that we used to break into
Yeah,
Mom, I'm
well,
sorry. No.
it's just children fun stuff. It's who hasn't broken into an abandoned Catholic school that has a sinister story behind it.
Oh my God. It was terrifying. I forget who was like in front of me at one point, but we went into like the auditorium at that school and I just it felt like a movie because you just like no one is there and then you just
Well,
ugh.
you know what's crazy is were you there when we went downstairs where the offices are?
No, I think that's where when I was over in the like auditorium area.
It was below the auditorium. So there was like a staircase that went downstairs or like this little tunnel thing.
Hmm.
So just FYI, when I went the last time before they ended up bulldozing it and
Hmm.
now it's a hiking trail. Um, but the last time I went there, I went during the day and they had that entire lower section boarded up, like nails boarded shut.
Oh.
And then there was like an upside down cross and back guano in that auditorium.
Yikes.
So I don't know why they nailed it shut downstairs.
Hmm.
But when we went, all of like the stuff was left behind. Desks, books, the chalk on the chalkboard, remember? Like the typewriters downstairs in the offices were still there. Like they had just like got up and just left in the middle of whatever. But
Hmm.
there was like this whole, I think this was like the story that everyone made up. It was like this was the urban legend part was like that someone had unalived themselves on the property. But that I think we just wanted to have it more of a scare factor. It was scary all in itself. You didn't need to have the scare factor. Like there were
Yeah.
cars abandoned there too.
Hmm.
But what was the other story that you were talking about?
So we went, oh sorry, I was typing that in just to see if I could find it. So we went to the Saratoga
Cemetery?
cemetery and it was me, you, and I think Sam.
Sam?
And I think that like I think that we knew, do we know that the other people were there? Because
No.
they knew that we were there. Yeah, no,
Hmm.
it was just us in Sam's car. And
So
we were gonna,
remember, we had left Charlie's house. We left to go there. They knew we were going there, but they had stayed behind. Well, we didn't know the
That they
second
would
part.
follow us. Yeah. So okay, so we go to like do a Ouija board, if I remember, and like this was maybe my first Ouija board experience. And I'm just kind of like, nah, okay, whatever. And we're like sitting around. There might have been one more person. I feel like there was one more person, one more girl. And anyway, so I don't remember what we asked. I don't remember like very much,
Well,
but
we did the typical thing where I was
yeah.
like,
Is there anything
if you
here?
are there, move
Yeah.
the, thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, right. And so um then all of a sudden we see, I think his name was Cameron. Cameron was like this
Oh my
big
God, I forgot his name.
white
Yeah.
guy, and he is streaking. He is butt naked and he is screaming through the cemetery. And Danielle grabs my face. If you are watching this, it was like she had one hand on one side of my cheek and the other hand on the other side, and she was using it with her neck. She was like, "Ah," and like screaming on top of me. So if you think that Danielle is going to like jump in front of you and save you, you're wrong. She's gonna throw you into the fire, trip you, and run.
That's right. No, and what's crazy is it was like because I love that cemetery so much, me and Sam would go there. Um, it was because it was perched up on the hill, and it was like that night the fog was rolling in and the moon was out at like high up in the sky, and so he looked even whiter like a ghost because the moon was so bright that night.
He was like illuminescent. You know what was also really funny is that like we were laughing like afterwards,
Oh
and
yeah.
Sam was so mad. She was so butthurt. I remember her slamming the Ouija board, throwing it in her bag, and she was like, "Ugh."
We're
Okay,
going.
calm
We're
down.
leaving. Um, but don't you remember? So we saw the orb.
So I didn't see the orb, but Brian had said he was like, I'm not even kidding. I saw this orb that was like coming towards you guys. And
No, and because I was facing the direction that they were going to run down, and
Mhm.
I remember looking forward, and you know how there was like those posts, the light posts from like on the other side of the fence. So that's
Yeah.
the light we had was the lights from the street
Mhm.
kind of, but they were the pillars, and the light, one of the poles, that's what the orb was coming this way. And so when he said that, and I didn't say anything, it's not like I told him like, oh, we saw this, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
He then said that later, and it totally matched up with what I saw.
So
And
crazy.
he wasn't a believer.
No.
He was very much like, you guys are so stupid for going to there to do a seance. Like, how lame are you guys? I'm gonna sit over here and be a racist freaking Republican. Bye. And then we left and homeboy saw it too. So suck on that beach. By the way, I found the school. It's
Oh, you did.
called the question likely refers to Ferrer Elementary School. Um, but then it goes to while Bear Creek Road is associated with Bear Creek High School. No.
I thought I had looked it up once too. What if I say haunted
I
Big
don't know.
Bear School? Well, Big Bear Middle
Ferrer?
School is a real
No,
education.
Ferrer is Iowa. We'll do some digging.
Yeah, we will.
Do some
Um,
digging.
we
I think
also
I looked.
used to go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying. I think I used to look. There used to be a website I go to for like all the haunted places in the Bay Area, and
Hmm.
that was on the list. I wonder if that website still exists.
That makes sense because there was this time in our lives where like I think it was before we were really 21 yet. So it's not we didn't go to bars, but we
No,
would
we had
yeah,
no other thing to do other than a coffee shop at night or
yeah.
like go haunted places
We would go
or
to the
Charlie's
coffee
house.
shop in Campbell and then we would like, hey, you want to go trace surfing tonight? Or hey, you want to go ice blocking tonight? Or hey,
Or
you
hey,
want to go to
want to drive over the
the
hill and hop a fence and go to the beach?
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. What beach was that? That was so weird.
That beach was awesome, but our bonfires were insane. Don't you remember when like Trent and Drew, RIP Drew, they would like get naked and jump over the fire?
I don't remember that. But that seems like a great way to burn your butt.
I always thought that. I was like, you're gonna burn your dick. Like,
Oh my goodness. Like just a very misfit group. And you know what's cute is that like that group like wasn't cute later. Like like really got into trouble. And but I think like during this like cute peak time of like being like 17 to like 19, it was like, what are we gonna do? And then we would go do these cute things that only teenagers would be up to.
Oh, I
Um,
have so many more haunted place stories. I used to go to all these random haunted places all the time. Well, moving away from hauntings to haunted stuff and moving on over to Coldplay because I'm sure every single person has seen the infamous video from the Coldplay concert where literally Chris Martin calls out like either they're having an affair or nope, they were having an affair. So if they could have just easily played it off, just smiled and just had the camera go to the next person, but they were embracing each other. The guy was behind her, holding her in a full embrace. And the second that camera went over to them, he flew to one side, ducked away. She grabbed her face and turned around. And it was so clearly obvious. And that's why I think Chris Martin said what he said, because it was so clearly obvious they were not supposed to be seen together. And then it comes out that it was a CEO, CEO, Andy Byron, and the HR of the company he works for. So it's like, how does that work? Does she call him into her office, but for actual professional reasons? So,
yeah.
what was your thoughts when you saw the video?
Um, like I always go back to that saying, everything comes out in the wash. This was the wash. And I all I could think about was like, did the wife, because it seemed like he had a bigger reaction, and actually the mistress, I'm gonna guess, she was like
They're
kind of
both
like
married.
they're both married.
Oh,
Oh,
and if you're wondering what the wife reaction was, the astronomer wife removed his last name from her Facebook profile. The internet worked very quickly. So I'll link it, but it used to say Kerrigan Byron. It now just says Kerrigan. It's the
do
second link on our notes.
do you think she was like, I don't know, he's been such an asshole lately. God, give me a sign. And then this was
I mean, that's a sign. That's a freaking video. That is video evidence. Like, there's no coming back from that. There's no like, no, it was a misunderstand. He was full embrace at a Coldplay concert. It wasn't like they were just standing next to each other. It
yeah.
was legitimately like they were on a date.
Like everyone
Uh,
else knew too around them, which is also kind of shitty. Like I wonder if the spouses, the respected the ones that weren't cheating. I wonder if they were like, "Hey, that's whatever, your bestie at work," or like, "That's, I've met them," and that's gotta just feel so shitty and so humiliating, but almost like gratifying that they were like so put on blast and that they're being put on blast, and you know what, you kind of deserve it.
well, and I didn't even think about that. I thought they were maybe by themselves at the concert. Sorry, I'm like literally trying to kill the slide. It's like flying because there's the only light is like this. So it's
Mhm.
like flying around that.
I hope you put this into the highlight reel.
I really need to kill it. Oh my God.
In that, you know what? Here, guys, if you've been wondering what I've been playing with, I have a stupid Donald Trump pen who has boxing gloves. Although I don't think he would ever have boxing gloves because let's face it, he doesn't fight.
Sayonara, succotash. Look, you can see
Oh
it.
my God, gross. Ew.
Killed it. Garbage.
Was disgust. Um, Anyways, let's move on into what nope, good news we're sipping. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, good news we're sipping kind of goes into what we watched because Jax Taylor is out of there. Finally, after oh the the freaking it's like he actually had made the Valley unwatchable, him and Janet, but we'll get to her at some point, hopefully. That she'll decide to out to herself. But he's just so unbearable to watch because like he's legitimately emotionally and mentally abusing his ex-wife and tormenting his child basically on TV. He's out of there and he made a statement saying he was leaving to for his mental health and like to focus on it. Homeboy was fired. Let's be real. I'm hoping that it comes out that he actually wasn't or he didn't like make this decision all on his own. He would never leave the show. He literally just the season was like, this is my show, this is my show, this is my show, this is not your show. He made this whole thing at the party. Homeboy would not leave voluntarily.
Well, I'm glad he's gone.
Bye.
It probably is
Goodbye.
good for his mental health. He clearly needs it. So, yeah.
Oh my God. Like when I saw that, I was like, hallelujah. Maybe next seasons will be better. Cause yeah, it's just like it's so dark now. Like it's just like every scene that he's in, it's just so dark.
Yeah, it's not fun to
Mm,
watch. Nobody wants to
It's
watch a constant
especially
crash.
well, no, and especially if you've been in a relationship like that where obviously the person is emotionally and mentally kind of like tormenting you and like manipulating situations, like it hits too close to home, I think, is the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. And I'm sure it's like that for a lot of folks, you know.
Oh yeah, that's all I've been seeing too is like this is like not enjoyable anymore. Like I can skip his scenes, but sometimes like I actually dread it because I'm like I don't even want to see him anymore. So I'm glad he's gone. So we'll see how season three, yeah. We'll see how season three comes out. I did
If they can't
see
pull it together after season 3, then I don't think they're gonna have much of an audience.
I don't think so either. I think that if season three is garbage, I don't think they'll come back for season four.
Oh, I don't think so.
Nah.
Ugh.
But what we did watch though,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say right here at the top, I didn't watch The Bear. I haven't watched The Bear this week. Have you?
No, I feel like I think I said this last episode. I need to be in like the right mood, and I haven't been in the right mood.
Yeah, and I mean, like Brittany doesn't watch The Bear, so it's not like we were watching it together or anything like that. We were watching like old movies we loved, which I'll get into,
Mhm.
in like a rapid fire of like which ones I watched. But yeah, it's just like this week it wasn't the time or the place that I felt like the urgency to watch it. So I'll get to it. I'll get around to it. Josh Hartnett's in a couple episodes, so I know I'll get around to it for him.
Yeah.
But I did watch dun dun dun. I'm gonna go through the movies first before the TV shows.
Okay.
But I watched uh the good old classic from 2017. If you like Nancy Meyers, obviously you're gonna love this movie. I watched Home Again because Brittany had never seen it, and that's one with Reese Witherspoon where she like is 40 years old, recent divorce or separated from Michael Sheen, and then she ends up hooking up with a 25-year-old guy.
I've
Did you never
never
watch
seen it.
it?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
You have to watch it. It's actually really, really, really good. I love it. It's
Oh, cute. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
oh my God, I can't wait to hear. Okay, so we'll chit chat about it later. I won't say anything about it. But then I watched randomly, like I went and I took a shower, came out, and she had just started Jumanji because the boys were in the room with us. And I
Yeah.
had never seen the 2017 version with The
I haven't
Rock.
either. Yeah. Is it good?
And at first I was like, oh, this is gonna be lame. It has like Kevin Hart in it and all this stuff. Oh my God, it was so cute.
Oh, okay.
It was so cute. It was such a little fun adventure movie. And for some reason Nick Jonas is in it for a hot minute. Like I don't know why. I just was like I then left a room to like tend to I think Forrest needed something and I came back and I was like, why is Nick Jonas in this? But highly recommend that one too. That was good. And then I watched Drop. This is not doing well for me, guys. Like I don't know if I'll ever date again because this movie
Oh,
is basically so Drop is this woman who hasn't dated because she has a 5-year-old son. She hasn't dated in like 4 years or something because her ex was really abusive and like physically abusive. Um and she's just been focusing on her kid and she finally was like her sister was like, get you have to get out there. You can't like blah 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 blah.
it's this
So
lady. Uh-huh.
yeah, so she's from Sirens and The White Lotus. And if you watch The Bold Type, which was a phenomenal show on ABC Family, highly recommend The Bold Type. Um, it's just like a movie where she finally gets out there, has a date with a really hottie McHot Pants. That was from 1923, and it ends with us. That
Okay.
movie. um, but it is intense. Like she has a little boy at home, her sister's watching, and on the monitors she can see that there's an intruder in the house that is manipulating her at the restaurant that she's at, saying, if you tell anybody, if you call 911, your son dies.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Trauma.
It is so intense, but it's actually really good. It's only like an hour and a half long. It's a very, very like high pace, like you are like really going through it. Like you're like your heart rate is rising. You're watching it like you're like really on the edge of your seat with this one. So I highly recommend if you want like a really quick, easy watch. Not easy mentally or emotionally if you have kids, but easy
Okay.
watch because it's only an hour and a half long and it's really like a fast-paced movie. Um, so that's on Peacock. And then I also watched Final Destination Bloodlines, the newest one. Holy crap, they do not hold back. I have never seen such gruesome death scenes ever in my life. Maybe with Midsummer, but ever in my
Oh,
life.
what was this called?
Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
it's the latest one. It's from 2024. Dude, it's good. It just got released, so she bought it for her collection and we watched it. It's if you like the Final Destination franchise, you'll love it. Yeah.
It's weird. I've
Um,
only seen one Final Destination, and it's obviously the one that shapes our entire generation.
childhood.
But yeah.
Oh, the log truck. Well,
Yeah.
technically the first one is with Devon Sawa and that's on the plane. The
Mhm.
log truck is the second one.
Okay. Okay.
So if you remember the log truck, that's the second one actually. It's not the
Oh,
first one.
well,
The
maybe
plane
then.
is the first one.
Right. I could, that would be like a fun night, just like rewatching Final Destination. I'm
Yeah,
down.
couple bottles of Kirkland's Finest and some Final
Ah.
Destination.
Come
Can I come over and I do that? Because I want to do that.
on over. What,
Um,
what
but
else?
yeah, super good. Honestly, I if you like like I said, if you like the franchise, you'll love it because it ties them all kind of together.
Mhm.
So it plays into every single one. So that's what I really liked about it. Like it doesn't try to just come up with its own story. It's very much a connective thing. And then I think that covers all the movies I watched. Like I watched like some little movies here and there, but like more of like they were on in the background, so I wasn't really like I was like fully focused on it. But shows. Now the shows.
Mm.
Been rewatching 90210 on Amazon Prime, still doing that. I think I'm on season 3. And then Poker Face, the finale finally just happened. Or not finally, but finale just happened.
LA.
And oh my God, it was such a good finale. It was such a good finale. And I hope to God they come back with another season. But it was so good. So if you are sleeping on Poker Face, it's so, so, so good. Um, and then that's on Peacock too. Love Island had its
Mhm.
finale, and I am thrilled with the winners. I was rooting for Amaya Papaya. She won. And then Call Her Daddy did they did she did 2 interviews, one with Amaya Papaya, and then later the same day she released one with Huda. And Huda's like the infamous one that was like she's
Mhm.
not doing herself any favors and all this. There's a lot of stuff they left out in the editing. And so she talked about a lot of like, why was she reacting like this to him about this? She's like, because they're just released from Fiji, like a couple of days ago. So they haven't been able to watch all of the episodes to see how they were like portrayed on TV. So
Mhm.
she's literally being told, like, oh, they never show that. And there she goes, are you serious?
Oh,
And like, she's being in the interview, she's literally being told, like, the part that she's talking about never actually was to the explainer as to
mhm.
why she was like this was never actually shown on TV. It just showed the reaction part to make her look crazy.
Yeah. That's, I
Gotta
mean,
love it.
feeling.
But
Everybody.
highly recommend watching those 2 interviews, especially Huda's. Amaya's was very like fun. She's just like a fun, lighthearted, like very like free spirit kind of girl. So that
Mhm.
one's a fun interview. Huda's is dark because she goes into like her abusive past, how she witnessed like her mom being physically abused by her dad, and a lot of shit that shaped her into the person she is today. So it's a really dark interview. It's 2 hours long because there's a
Yeah.
lot to unpack. But
Yeah.
um overall, I think it gives like a view as to why she kind of is how she is. And I think it gives some explanation to it to like be a little lighter on her kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think her ex had said like hey, she's a person and I like people should know that, like chill out. Fun fact, I went last Thursday. I might have talked about it. I don't know if I did. Last Thursday I went out with other Danielle around Oakland, and the first bar that we walked into, everyone was watching Love Island live. And that might, I don't know if that was the finale or not, finale. Maybe
Maybe,
the one
but I oh
before.
next
Yeah, it was
next
really
year,
cute.
well, next year if I watch, which I probably will, or the next season, I do want to go to watch because I've seen that bars do that now. Like they have like watch parties at bars, and
Really
that looks so
cute.
fun.
Everyone was like just like enamored with the TV, having little cocktails with like lots of little circles of girls and guys too. Yeah, super cool.
Well, did you actually watch some of it or just walked by it?
No, we walked out because I'm not really watching it. Danielle's not really watching it. So we were like, let's go. So we went to the next one and we found this really uh man with the voice of an angel, literally sounded like Sam Smith. I'm gonna send you the video because I was obsessed with it this week. I actually sent it to another colleague. I was like, this guy sang, and it was like literally blew me away. It was
And
so
it was
good.
like a guy at a bar, like just a live
At a
performer.
karaoke bar, yeah, he sang the Sam's like I forget what the Sam Smith song is called, but
The first, I know it's not the one that I'm thinking of because the one I'm thinking of is the one that he's like dressed as a devil in latex.
no, it's the like here. Let's see if you guys can
It's
hear
oh, you can't
that
play it because we're gonna
one.
put this on. You can't play this because we're gonna put it on YouTube. So don't play longer than 10 seconds.
Okay. Don't what?
You can only play 10 seconds, otherwise we can't put this on YouTube.
Oh, I don't think it's longer than 10 seconds. Although I don't know if I can find it, but we could always I
Oh,
can
I
hear it.
thought you were playing the original song. Never
Oh,
mind.
no, no, no. No, this is, I mean, it sounds really close because this man literally sounds like he's Sam Smith. In fact, I had to do a double take and I Googled Sam Smith and I was like, no, Sam Smith is a white guy. And and this man was a black man, so not Sam Smith. Dang, I'm like, where is it? It's so good. I'm so mad. I'll share it later, guys,
Put it in
but
there. Put it in the story on our profile.
I will. Yeah, I will. Okay, deal. Anyway,
Um,
uh,
so I'm excited for you to also be getting out for girls' nights too. I wish I could join you. I wish I lived closer.
I know. Me too.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Um,
again.
I think the last thing that was on my plate, which I watched a lot, obviously, but last night, Summer I Turned Pretty, season 3
Mhm.
came out on Amazon Prime. Did you ever watch the other seasons?
Never heard of this.
Okay. Are you serious?
Mhm.
The Summer I Turned Pretty? Oh my God, it was such a fucking, everyone lost their goddamn mind like when it first came out because it was based off a book and you're either Team
Mhm.
Conrad or Team Jeremiah. Anyway, I'll talk about it while you look at it. So season 3 just came out and they're actually really smart because they release it episodically, but they release the first 2 episodes and then next week will be like 1 episode a week. Oh my God, so much happened in the first 2 episodes. Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I think I'll watch this. This looks like something I would watch.
Okay, so full disclaimer, season 1, they're young. They're young. They're like high school age.
Mhm.
Um, Probably like sophomores. And then season 2, they're like graduating seniors. Now they've done like a little bit more of a time jump because now they're season 3, they're like graduating college. So they're not as young.
Okay.
So it's very much like you start out thinking like, why am I watching this show with like teenagers in high school? But then it does like where now they're doing like they're, one's working as a resident in a hospital.
Okay.
One is so they're like not children.
Yeah.
But so many things happen in the first 2 episodes of the new season. Like I literally even and I was like, and like one of the first episode, I gasped because it's like you just didn't expect this. And then the second episode, there was another little like, oh my God, what are
Yeah.
you thinking? So I highly recommend it. Again, yes, just get out of the idea that you're watching children in the first season or two, rather, as well, because their senior year of high school is senior season two. But season three, man, it is getting
With
a
that.
good start. It's a good start.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
How is your Buccaneers and Gilded Age situation going?
Oh. Okay, Buccaneers. Fellow Buccaneers, if you're watching this, we just saw the episode where Lizzie, actually, it might have been like basically swoops in on her bestie's husband, who the bestie doesn't even want him. Let's be real. She's in love with Guy. She leaves, to go find him. And Lizzie's like, "Are you sure you're
Oh
not
my
in
God. Who
husband?"
is who is this Theo guy?
Yes, Theo is beautiful. He is so beautiful. And
Holy
actually,
crap.
fun tip, or like not tip, but
Fun tip.
fun fact is that Theo, or the real actor, and who plays his wife in it, I forget what her name is right now. Oh my God, I'm totally drawing a blank.
Conchita?
Let me see. Hold on. Let's
Nan?
go to
Conchita?
yes, Nan. Yeah. So they are actually dating in real life.
Or they're a cute couple.
Yeah, they are. And so anyway, so basically it's a very good story. It starts off like I think I had mentioned this before in this meet cute moment. One of the girlfriends is getting married to like an Englishman, and then they all get to like all the girls get to go, like the girl group get to go to England, and then they like unravel the experience. Not all of it is fun though. It gets like dramatic and twists and turns and different.
Wait, you didn't tell me Leighton Meester's in this.
She's in it for like a hot second. Like
Oh.
Um, and as like it's got again, that's another twist and turn. So really great cast. Everyone's like great at acting, beautiful, lots of fun to watch. I highly, highly recommend. I actually got my mom into it too. I like came down, I think it was like after like maybe like two episodes ago with us where I was like, I'm in this like mood for just all of the period pieces. And so we're both watching Buccaneers and the Gilded Age.
Well, did you know technically they're both from the Gilded Age? It
Yeah.
says
Oh,
it says
yes.
set yeah, Buccaneers is set in the 1870s during the Gilded Age, and then you're also watching the Gilded Age.
Yeah. So I guess I'm into like Gilded Age and period pieces.
Period pieces.
Yeah.
Well, it also says that if you like Buccaneers, you should also watch My Lady Jane, Sandition, and Vanity Fair.
Interesting. I was gonna start one. I wonder if it's in this list. I see the list that you're looking at. I started Karim. Um, it's about a like a sexy chef set in this like time period.
You're like set in the Gilded Age.
And it's you can listen to it dubbed or you can watch the subtitles. And I used to take like French on my phone, and so I'm like, I will watch it.
I
That was
personally I hate dub, so I'd actually prefer to watch it in the language it's supposed to be in with the subtitles because I like Harlan, the Netflix guy who has obviously he does books, but Harlan's shows, but there's a couple that are like from different countries. And if there's an option, I can watch it without the dubbing, I will choose that. I hate when the
yeah,
mouths don't
same.
match up.
Oh my goodness, this lady is so pretty. Oh, I didn't realize she's like Australian too. Bragg from Buccaneers is the bestie who like swoops in, and they have like some very spicy scenes. But she is
What's his name?
stunning. It's a woman. Her name's
Oh,
Aubrey.
oh.
Um, yeah, she's really, really pretty. Um, anyway, so I've been watching that. That's been great. It's also funny. I don't know if anyone else has this like or does this, but I'm like watching like a spicy scene, right? Okay, they're like getting spicy. Charlie walks in. Pause.
Of course. Of
Leave.
course.
I am not gonna, you're not ruining this for me.
Legitimately. No, I remember back in the day when I had someone, I remember I'd have to pot and they'd be like, "What are you watching?" "Oh, I want to watch it. Press play." And I'm like, "No, you're ruining it."
Oh my Lord,
Well, and
Lord
it's like
Blank. Are you the Duke?
well, and
No, get out.
like I remember having to wait till I knew he wasn't going to be home so I can watch like the freaking 50 Shades of Grey movies and all those. Otherwise, I'd just be like mocked endlessly for watching them. One, but also be like, oh, to watch. Oh, this is so lame. This is so unbelievable. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're ruining everything by just talking.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Leave my fantasy alone. Okay, and then in the Gilded Age, I think I had mentioned last time that Astrid, is that her name? Oh my God, I don't even know. Let me see. Hold on one sec, guys. The Gilded Age. So the daughter of the very rich family, her mom was like trying to sell her off to another duke. She goes through with it and she gets married. Yeah.
And this is
So,
the one you didn't want to get married.
no, because it's really sad. Um, so like what's happening is like this like mom who's like this, she's the matriarch of this massive family. I think it's supposed to be like the um rock oh my God, I can't think of the name. Rockwell, not Rockwell's.
I know who
Name
you're talking about.
who like built the railroads.
Mm,
Mhm.
uh,
Uh,
Rockefeller.
Thank you. Yeah, they're supposed to be like the Rockefellers, right? Like they're like new money, but like incredibly well off, right? So it's this like, the matriarch is trying to like put her daughter in a position where she'd have just like endless possibilities. So she makes this weird deal with the Duke that comes through to marry her. And her name's Gladys is the daughter's name. And so it's sad because
She's
Gladys
from
is like,
American Horror Story.
mhm. Yeah, Gladys is like in love with like this, like a banker basically. Like normal has money. It has like is old money, but it's just not good enough for the mom. And so she puts her in this position where she eventually just says yes. And this is based off of a real story, by the way, is what I found out, which is really sad. But there's like
Kind of
other
reminds me
like
of Gilmore Girls because obviously they never thought Dean was good enough, which he wasn't.
Mhm.
Um, Dean wasn't good enough, so then they tried to like have this whole like men who are up to their stature to like whisk away Rory from this horrible townsfolk man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really like it's sad to see. Like and that like back in the day you didn't always get to marry for love. So um yeah, anyway, so it's been a good show. I highly recommend it. If you ever get a chance to watch Gilded Age or Buccaneers, do it. I love it.
I think so from what you've said and the fact that Theo's really hot, I think I'm gonna like go to Buccaneers first and then I'll go over to Gilded Age.
Yes.
So I think the last one on here, you have another one.
Yeah, so the last one on here is Ironheart. I've been watching this with Charlie.
What
Um,
is that? I've never even heard of it.
yeah, it's a Marvel show on
Ah,
Disney Plus. And so really let me get to
okay, so I've seen the cover, but I've not looked into what it is.
yeah. So her name is well, the Ironheart. I can't think of like what her name is and doesn't say it on here, but anyway, so is it Dominique? Natalie. No, Natalie is the That's
Her
so
name,
weird.
it just shows her name
It
is
is
Ironheart.
Dominique. Yes, yeah, it's Dominique. born. Interesting. So she is like um this prodigy that Tony Stark takes under her wings. Um,
Is
and like,
is he in this movie?
he is not, no. Because in
Or
Tony Stark dies. Um, and so this
spoiler
is like,
alert.
yeah, spoiler alert, guys. And so she is also seen in like the Black Panther movies, and she's just like this techie, like
Oh.
builds really cool things. And so it's I was hearing like some commentary about like maybe it's coming from the director, like it's not intended that she is like that he passes the torch to her. It's like really her own story. So she has a suit, the iron suit, and it's about her like really kind
Oh,
of
I
coming
see the suit.
own and you know what that means. She loses you know someone really close to her and two people really close to her, and so it's just this kind of
Well,
like
that's how all Marvel movies start.
yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. So it's a really it's nice. It's fun to watch. Like it's just like a fun show. You guys may or may not know. I'm sure I know I've mentioned other Marvel stuff, but like I enjoy watching this stuff. I'm not like in it like Charlie is and
Where he reads like the comic books next to it, be like,
yeah.
they actually went loosely off of this because it's not fully in here.
Oh yeah, he
Nope.
will. He'll be like, I mean, and he knows that like they're not gonna like follow it to a T. I think we always like kind of make fun of people who are like that is not how it was written and or this whole
That's
like
not the right
pandering.
color suit.
Or you have like the right who like gets really really upset when it's like this it's a black cast, you know, or like oh they're pandering, and it's like actually
Or they're
Iron
woke.
yeah, or they're woke. Ironheart the comic books, let's see, was like in the 70s or 60s, like a long, let me just find out, hold on before I
Yeah, I think I saw the 70s and it says that they're not directly linked. Ironheart is not directly linked to Iron Man. However, it is inspired by him and his work. Her creation of the Ironheart armor is a direct result of her admiration for his technology. And then it says that basically her character's protege.
yeah. Yeah, just protege. So, yeah, so I mean, like this has been around for a long time. And it's good to have different characters who are not all white and blue-eyed.
It's okay,
Um,
guys. It's okay.
it's gonna be okay. They're just fake characters. They're not real.
Well, and I think it just like plays
Uh,
into the fact, like, I wonder how if there was an uproar when Mulan came out or like Pocahontas. Like, I wonder if there was any type of like,
mm,
oh, what is this? Princesses are supposed to be white. Like, I wonder
yeah.
if there was that for our parents' generation.
If there was, I bet it was a lot quieter. I just feel like people kind of kept that stuff to themselves and they didn't have the internet.
That's for
So,
damn sure.
yeah. Anyways, that's all for me. But yeah, and I think that's it for our episode. I think we did pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh, I do want to ask because the official trailer got released for
Mhm.
Stranger Things season 5.
Oh.
Are you going to be watching when it comes out?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
good. Okay, good.
Stranger Things. Yeah.
Um, well, they're doing some bullshit where, I mean, granted, yes, all 8 episodes are supposed to be like an hour and a half long, and the last episode is supposed to be like 2 hours long, but
Okay.
they're doing it in parts where they're only releasing like 2 episodes in like December or like end of November, then another 2 episodes or 3 episodes in December, and then you have to wait until New Year's Eve for the finale.
Like people are gonna be home watching it.
On New Year's Eve. No, there's like literally a video where it's like if this is what like it just shows the guy like bawling his eyes out with a little hat on, and it's like if they kill Steve off um in the finale, and it's like this is gonna be me at the New Year's party, be like like but yeah, I'll definitely be watching. I got so excited for it, and I'm really hoping Eddie's alive.
I gotta watch a rewatch. You reminded me though, I totally forgot. I watched Superman. Speaking of
Oh, the
wokeness,
new one. Do
I
you guys
watched
went?
one. Guys, for the first time since 2024, I went to a movie theaters. Yeah,
Good
it's
for
been that
you.
long.
I've only
Thank
I've
you.
only gone to take my kids to the movies. So not no adult type of movie.
Uh, and I will keep it brief, but there was a lot of backlash from the right, who was really upset about the wokeness. It
I
actually
heard.
was a delightful movie. It was really good. It was cute. It was everything that a superhero should be, defending the poor and weak and those who can't help themselves. That's what they do. That's what makes them a superhero. Um, and it was fun. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Well,
10
I'll
out of 10.
definitely watch once it's on streamers or I have access to Brittany's library and she buys all the new movies. If she buys it, I'll watch it. If not, I'll wait till streamers, but I will watch it.
Yeah, it's cute. They this is not a spoiler, but his well, it's not his, but super dog is in it and adds just a very like warm, fuzzy, hilarious like part to the movie.
So, actually, speaking of, I saw something recently that James Gunn's Superman leads to more than 500% surge in dog adoption.
Oh, that should have been in good news. How
That,
cute.
well, I've totally forgot that I saw that, but yeah, it says the super dog is based on Gunn's own rescue pup, Ozu.
Oh my God.
And after the movie, it's led to a 500% surge in dog adoption.
I love it. That is so cute. Yeah, that dog is just like a menace, a loving menace, like, but everything a puppy should be.
Well, I'm glad we actually got to circle back because yes, Jax being off of the valley is good news we're sipping, but that's better news. So
Yeah, that's
adopt, don't shop if you can. I mean, like I'm gonna definitely adopt hopefully an hypoallergenic dog just for the sake of my child who has dog allergy. Um, but I'm gonna wait until obviously for reason one. And then whenever that day comes, reason two, I would rather adopt. Just because I've grown up in a household where my dad always adopted dogs. He never bought them. So definitely will be leaning towards that. So I'll be part of that eventually in time. Yeah. But I think
awesome.
on that note, we definitely covered a lot of lengthy ground here, guys. But yeah, we'll keep you posted on all the other haps, what's going on now that I'm free of Love Island. So I have so much more time for activities.
Oh, I love it. All right. Well, we'll see you next week then.
See you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.